Now I'm going to go to the names of those who receive money from French Cameroon government. Now please share this show. Share this show. I want you to read far and wide. Far and wide. Now the Godfather will speak. I have received these names from 4 different sources. I have cross-checked from 5 different sources. And I can now boldly speak. And the names which I'm going to call, they have a right at any point in time to sue me in any court of law. I thought I could sit quiet. But I think it is time the people of America know who and who has gotten money from French Cameroon government. Now, let me begin with the blacklegs. The official blacklegs that you both know. He is the one who calls himself my Kontri Pipo Dem. This one, listen, that is why we must be very careful how we fight him. French Cameroon government has invested 15 million francs CFA paid to this one who calls himself my Kontri Pipo Dem in UK for doing what he is doing, to carry out video and audio propaganda, to expose our revolution, to use our words, our videos to attack us. And this money, 15 million francs CFA, it's coming from Felix Mbayu. Felix Mbayu is the minister delegate in charge of external relations at the Commonwealth. So I think I'm Bonji, Felix Mbayu, and Nguh, these 3 people on a monthly basis, they contribute 15 million francs CFA and they give it to this one for himself, my country people. I don't have to set this foundation. But now, what about us? What about people in the revolution? People who call themselves Amazonians, people who call themselves activists. I will begin from down and I will go up. Felix Mbayu, I will use his words that he told me. Listen, these are his words, Felix Mbayu. Felix Mbayu is the minister delegate in charge of external relations at Commonwealth. Felix Mbayu, listen to what he said. Look at how he was laughing at these so-called leaders. He said, they have no dignity. They are just hungry. He said, they have no dignity. They are just hungry. And how much did Felix Mbayu give? 1. Felix Mbayu gave $20,000 to Yannick Sicot. $20,000 to Yannick Sicot. Felix Mbayu. Number 2, Nso Foncha, $20,000. If you times that money by maybe 700 francs CFA, you have it in thousands. Give me a minute. Let me convert it to CFA. It is good that people getting in CFA. $20,000 is 11 million francs CFA. That is what Yannick Sicot received from Felix Mbayu. Nso Foncha, $20,000, approximately 11.3 million francs CFA. Nick Santos, $30,000. This is coming from Felix Mbayu, please. Felix Mbayu. That's about 16 million francs CFA. Nick Santos, $30,000. And I've heard Nick Santos trying to make political innuendos, trying to raise issue that he went to see people because I was always sent him. This is Nick Santos who used the so-called Restoration Council document, take the signature of his chairman, and share it. And the Restoration Council of Ayonji of Stabe of Yerima, since March, they have denounced him. So Nick Santos Santos on his own went and collected $30,000. This money were given by the French Cameroon government so that these people will start speaking against us. So that they'll start using the money to fool Akwanga. But unfortunately, these people are professional scammers and they ate the money. Now, the big news. Who received money from Felix Mbayu again? Christopher Anu, the so-called Secretary of Communication in Sako's government. I can now listen. My names are Mark Bareta Bara. Today is the 26th of July in the year of our Lord 2020. I can now declare authoritatively that Christopher Anu receives more than $20,000 from Felix Mbayu, who is the minister delegate in charge of external relations with the Commonwealth. And Felix Mbayu, when he met Chris Anu and gave this money, he used the word, they have no dignity. They are just hungry. And we know that Chris Anu, who is the strong man, in fact, it is Chris Anu who is in charge of the PIG. Sako is not in charge of the PIG. If Chris Anu speaks, Sako bows. If Chris Anu speaks, all the county chairs of Sako bows. If Chris Anu speaks, all the activists out there of PIG, they bow. They have no voice. Because Chris Anu has used his voice, has used his brother, who was former field marshal, who is now left with about 2 to 3 or 4 fighters, to delay. Chris Anu alone has collected money from 3 different sources.
Let me assure you, we know that we know. We know that we know. The people, other people in that list have taken money from La République du Cameroon. I mean everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I mean everybody. The Nso Foncha, the Yannick, Sicot, and so on, all of them on that.
Chris Anu received more than $20,000 from Felix Mbayu. So, Felix Mbayu alone gave money to Chris Anu, to Nick Santos, to Nso Foncha, and to Yannick Sicot, plus my Kontri Pipo Dem. So this is a crew, this is a gang of people who receive money. Now, why will Chris Anu receive money from Felix Mbayu? Why will he meet? Because he's as jobless in USA. He depends on his wife. He needs the money to feed, to pay ABC bills. Now, why will Chris Anu receive money and we are not seeing changes in the PLM? So these guys are for themselves. Now, number 2, who received money from Prime Minister Dion Ngute? I can now declare, my names are Mark Bareta Bara. Today is the 26th of July 2020. I can now, in my name, authoritatively declare that 4 individuals received money from Prime Minister Dion Ngute. And this money came to Elvis Kometa, the chairman of the so-called Restoration Council. Kometa received $50,000. Kometa received $50,000. That's about 28 million Frs CFA from Prime Minister Dion Ngute. Now, Dion Ngute was trying to meet these people for a talks. You know, and they all arranged that they will meet. But now, they collected this money, and what happened? They failed to meet the team of Dion Ngute. So, these guys scammed Dion Ngute and scammed Amazonia. Because Elvis Kometa received $50,000 from Dion Ngute, Prime Minister of French Cameroon. They received money and they said they were going to meet him with some talks. They ran away. They ran away if you don't meet. So they scammed French Cameroon Prime Minister. And what happened? They scammed Amazonia because they never use the money on ground zero. They use it for themselves from one hotel to another. Now, this $50,000 was shared between 4 people in the ACT. It was shared between 4 so-called leaders. Now, I'll say it again. My names are Mark Bareta Bara. Today is the 26th of July, in the year of our Lord 2020. I can, in my name, authoritatively declare that Elvis Kometa, the chairman of the so-called Restoration Council of the Sako group, received $50,000 from Prime Minister Dion Ngute of Cameroon. And this money was shared between 4. 1. Sako Ikome, the so-called president of the PIG. 2. Chris Anu. 3. Elvis Kometa. 4. Sebastian Mbariku. Please, Sebastian Mbariku, you have picture, please, put on the screen. Sebastian Mbariku is a private secretary of Sako. In fact, he didn't want to know anything about my children. Ask this guy, he will tell you. If you want to know anything about Sako, what happened, who Sako has met, arrest Sebastian Mbariku, he will tell you. So, Sebastian Mbariku, Elvis Kometa, Chris Anu, Sako, these people received ticket change of $50,000 and shared amongst themselves. They shared amongst themselves. They scam friends Cameroon that they will meet. They never met. Hey, they scam ambassador. They never use the money on the ground. They use it from one hotel to another. Fighters on ground zero. Do not fight and die for these thieves. These people who have the audacity to sit on screen and insult Ayapa opinion and insult Matongo. These are the people who go behind your back, they receive money, and they can even give you $5 when you say you have pain. Fight from Jamzo, hear my voice. This is Mark Bareta talking. This is the voice that got you out in 2016. This voice got you out in 2017. This voice has been with you. Now, if you hear my voice, please take actions against these thieves, these manipulators, these conspirators who will receive money from friends Cameroon. Instead to use it to public institutions, they use it from hotels to hotels. They use it to bribe one fighter to kill another. So, Sebastian Mbariku, Elvis Kometa, Chris Anu, Sako Ikome, both received $50,000 shared among themselves from Prime Minister of Cameroon. So you see, Chris Anu alone collected money from Prime Minister, Chris Anu alone collected money from Felix Mbayu, Chris Anu alone collected money from Colonel Banqwi. And I can tell you that Chris Anu's sister in Yaoundé was arrested with huge amount of money. I cannot declare authoritatively with my own integrity that Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga collected $30,000. That's about 16 million. Now, this was given from, it came from Colonel Eko Eko from the Cameroon Security Intelligence. This money, he received $30,000. Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, he received that money. And so, fellow Amazonians, those are the people. Those are the names. This information, you can use them whatever you want to use. And I've said, I don't want to call these names, but when you pattern on dirty, it is important to call. It's a game. It's a game for them. And that's why Funi could tell us yesterday that you have destroyed, you have disgraced the so-called and the front struggle, as it's called it, by fighting for money. Because Funi is in the system. He knows that you have neither received money. He knows that they are all chicken-hearted. They are afraid. They can't even fly to Ghana to meet friends Cameroon. But they can collect money to eat. And they will go and see and say that they will come for draft.